It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Brahim Diaz. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Done delicately. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz gets flagged offside. Alexandro. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Hakimi. Messina, gently done. Now it's El-Ainawi. And it's El-Ainawi. A chance to play it in. Lovely feet. El-Ainawi's cross. That is a brilliant interception. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Gabriel. It's just beyond his reach. Al-Kanous. Foot in. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Turns and goes back. El-Ainawi. Can he finish? And again. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Caresses it through. Messina. Mazraoui. Messina. That's been drilled forward. Now it's João Pedro. Vinicius Junior. Plays it out wide. That's the throw. Aguirre. Alcanus. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hakimi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gerson does well to get it back. Alexandro. Gabriel. Gerson. That'll be a throw-in. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Gabriel. And it's played forward. And it's Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. Tries a shot! It's a loose ball. Alcanus. Alainawi shifted upfield. Morocco making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. Mazraoui going full tilt down the left. Oh, red, nice interception. Brahim Diaz. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Masina. Mazraoui. Ainawi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That a finish of true class. That was beautiful, something close to genius. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gabriel looks to the other side. Out for a throw. Alainawi. That's really well manoeuvred. Gerson. And here's Rafinha. João Pedro. Nice physical challenge. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. So, what can they make of this? Hakimi. Moved on forwards. Now it's Alcanus. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Diaz. That's an excellent interception. Gabriel. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Rafinha. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexandro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Brahim Diaz. Chance here to counter. Brahim Diaz. Cross in. And that has been clubbed away. Hakimi. Alcanus. And he's heaved it away. El Ainawi. Alcanus. Takes a shot. Oh, that was close. Marquinhos played over towards the opposite flank. Gabriel.
Morocco are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Hakimi, aim forwards. And it's Alcanus. Oh, that's nice. Brahim Diaz delivers. Gabriel. Marquinhos. And he goes cross-field. Oh, can he get onto this? Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's played forward. Brahim Diaz. Alcanus. Alcanus, forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Gerson. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior chips it through. And he thumps it clear. And there's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Brazil have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
And it's El Ainawi. Nice control. And the shot's on here. Goes for a shot! Brazil getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Gabriel. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. Oh, good spread. Tries a deft little ball. Shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Alexandro. Gabriel, gently done. Brahim Diaz. Alexandro. Moved on forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Bruno Guimaraes. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And he's got his range wrong there. Bruno Guimaraes. João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He can get that clear. That's a throw. Messina. Hakimi shifted upfield. El Ainawi played towards the other side. Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi. El Kanous. Aguirre, aim forwards. Messina. Spread out to the left. Ainawi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Punched away. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Gerson. Gabriel. been slipped through. Great defending, strong and determined. Mazraoui. Messina. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes chooses to go cross-field. And it's Alexandro. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Messina. It's an inviting looking ball that. Cuts out the pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Moved on forwards. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Hit into the middle, and he's there to clear it. Does really well to win the ball there. That's good play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Big chance! Alexandro gets good distance on it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Marquinhos, and it's played forward. Brazil, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. Alexandro. Brahim Diaz. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's El Ainawi. Mazraoui. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's in here! Brazil have a free kick. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Alexandro. Gabriel. Marquinhos. And here's the chance to counter. Brahim Diaz. Crosses it in. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. And it's lofted through here. Hakimi tries to clear. Brazil have reclaimed it. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rafinha. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Deftly away. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, well timed. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Great chance! And kept kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
João Pedro. No way through there. And claimed it back swiftly. Searching passes played there. Chooses to go back. Out towards the flank. And it's El Ainawi. Played towards the front line. Goes for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Alexandro. Gerson. Marquinhos. Marquinhos gently done. Gerson. Over to the left. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. And back to the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Marquinhos cuts it out. Gerson. Alexandro. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's come loose. El Ainawi. Messina. Moved on forwards. It's a throw-in. João Pedro. Oh, super find. Oh, he's found him in space. He's having a shot! Oh, extraordinary.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Back into the middle. Al-Kanous. And it's Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. Hakimi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to get it clear. Mazraoui, now here's the delivery. Alexandro. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Gerson. Oh, can he get onto this? El-Kanous did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Lobbed in behind. Gabriel attempts a clearance. El-Kanous. Aimed in towards... Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
And it's played forward. Gabriel. Gerson. Alexandro. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Pedro. Rafinha. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's really well cleared. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Marquinhos played over towards the opposite flank. El Ainawi shifted upfield. Marquinhos aimed forwards. And the counter is on. Gets into some space. And it's Mazraoui. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. Played in by Mazraoui. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's João Pedro. Vinicius Junior. Brazil still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And that's aimed into the middle. No, that's overhit. Looking here to chip it through. Moved on forwards. Brazil going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. And it's Diaz. There's the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Morocco are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, that's well seen too. Rafinha, out to the left it goes. Showing good feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Serves up across.
Morocco might just have gone into conservation mode here. Their focus now is clearly to just hold on.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Just off target.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Gabriel. Has a look and plays it forward. Calmly anticipates. Messina. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Mazraoui. Great run on the overlap here. Gerson tries to clear. Goes for the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Out to the right. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. Mazraoui getting this one clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes looks to the other side. Gerson. Alexandro. Brahim Diaz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Messina. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, sweet feet. He's gone for goal! And he comes up trumps again. And the finish! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Rafinha. Played out to the right. Very nicely done. Played into the middle. Cleared away. Can he spark a counter here? He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Extravagant effort! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Rafinha played out to the left flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Dinks one through. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Now he's off and running. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexandro. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. Gerson. Now then, the ball's come loose. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Alexandro. Gerson. Marquinhos. João Pedro into the channel. Defending of the desperate variety.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
That's a fabulous ball. Swept in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexandro. And here's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Spread out to the left. He's found a way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Marquinhos played up towards the front line. Messina, and it's played forward. Can he get onto this? Mazraoui could try cutting inside here. El Ainaoui. Vinicius Junior. Gerson. Gerson, gently done. Could move up a gear here. Morocco disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Vinicius Junior, over to the left. Clipped into space. Rafinha! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Brazil can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Gerson. Rafinha is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Clearly not happy with that. Gerson. Jason. Now who's going to be first to this? Bruno Guimaraes. And he goes cross-field. Gabriel. Jason. And now the breakaway. Brahim Diaz. He's well positioned. Real chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Brazil making another change here. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gerson. Vinicius Junior.
Brazil really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Nice looking ball. That's a good chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
Morocco, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Morocco find a position of real strength now. Gerson. Played out wide. And can he finish it? A real chance and a real let-off. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Proves too strong. Bruno Guimaraes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Marquinhos aim forwards. Gerson. Gets it away. And they can counter here. Mazraoui. Gerson. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz shifted upfield. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Diaz. It's really well manoeuvred. Oh, a delicate chip through. Hakimi attempts a clearance. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. They've played it short. Cross goes in there. Clears it away. And here's Rafinha. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That'll be a throw. Danger averted for now. Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. Vanderson. It's run loose here. Now it's En-Nesyri. Marquinhos. Rafinha. Gerson. Do have a chance to counter here. That's a nicely weighted pass. Brahim Diaz has it in a wide position. And he's there to get it away. Throw it. He's shifting through the gears here. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, shooting chance! Keeper gets just about enough of it. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now, what about a counter-attack? He is through here. Brahim Diaz. No way through, so back it comes. Decent chance! And he should have made it 4. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Brazil cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was simply a very indecisive outing for me. They were knocked out of their shape by a tenacious opponent, and once their confidence dropped, they struggled to come up with ideas.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.